Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Justin. We're back at the movies for another review. Finishing off Anne Hathaway week on the channel, we're going to be doing the 2018 comedy Ocean's 8, directed by Gary Ross. This is a pseudo-sequel to the Ocean's franchise that starred George Clooney and Matt Damon and Brad Pitt and countless others. Like its predecessors, this has a fantastic cast, led by Sandra Bullock, Cate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Helena Bonham Carter, Rihanna, Awkwafina, Sarah Paulson, and Mindy Kaling. Now, for the most part, the 8 of these women, I was very happy with their casting. The only ones I really, just because I'm not a fan of them per se, although Awkwafina has grown on me a little bit, especially with her recent work, were Awkwafina and Mindy Kaling. They weren't bad, but they weren't my favorites. Everybody else I thought was perfectly cast. And, basically, like the other Ocean's movies, this is a heist movie. These group of women are planning on stealing a $150 million necklace from the Met Gala. And like the other Ocean's movies, their plans don't always go exactly the way they planned it out, no pun intended. That being said, they always have a backup plan, and the catch is you have to wait for the end of the movie to really find out what that plan was. And I like that. I like that kind of story, is you're watching the movie thinking it's one thing, however, there's another thing that's actually going on that we aren't seeing. Or maybe you see it if you can catch the little nuances. I like that about the movie. I like that about the Ocean's series, is that, it's the movie is about deception. You have to deceive your viewers. And like I said, everybody in this movie was like, I'm not a huge Mindy Kaling fan. I'm not a huge Awkwafina fan. Again, their roles weren't bad, but they do work well with the others. You have your Sandra Bullocks, your Anne Hathaways, your Cate Blanchetts. A little bit, they're more serious actresses. Then you have, Sarah Paulson, who kind of can dip in and out of different genres herself. Helena Bonham Carter is great in this movie. I think she's such an underrated actress throughout her career. I don't think she gets the respect she deserves. And maybe I'm wrong and I don't see it, but from what I've seen, is she's not talked about enough. She is a fantastic actress, and she's great in this role. She shows wit and sarcasm and vulnerability, and it's just a really good role. So it's a good movie. It's a good follow-up to the Ocean's franchise. I don't like I had a few issues with the movie, mainly, what they did to George Clooney's character. Spoiler alert, he's dead. Why does Danny Ocean have to be dead? Why can't he be, in jail again? Or why can't he have just disappeared? And maybe they set it up to where he's maybe not dead, or if they do a sequel, he faked his death. I don't like that they killed his character. I also don't like that they should have had, I read that a couple of the Ocean's original 11 were supposed to have cameos at least, and they were cut. I didn't like that. So there are some flaws with the movie, but it's still a funny movie. It's an enjoyable movie. I like the ending of the movie. Not much else left to say. it's a 7.4. You know, there's a few issues with the movie that drop it down into the 7 range, but it still makes it for a very good movie. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's a nice addition to the Oceans franchise. I'd be curious to see if anything else comes from it. But until then, you know, you just enjoy it for what it is. If you're watching all the Oceans movies, it's a nice addition. 7.4, Oceans 8, 2018. That's my review. Stick around. Tomorrow's Saturday. Start a new week. Another 12 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.